How's y'all's bodies feeling? How's your bodies feeling? Sore, tight? Sorry about having to, like I said, my van is just a POS sometimes. So, since it's hot out, let's talk a little bit about Bikram yoga is a hot yoga. And I always tell people, if you're in Texas and you go outside, you're doing hot yoga. I mean, I think they keep the studios like between 95 and 105. And the benefits are, if you ever notice when you're outside and you're hot, you move a lot more freer. Anyways, do you feel that? I know you're hot. Sometimes you can't feel that because you're hot, but so what happens is the range of motion increases. Your heart rate increases, so I want you to be aware, like, because we're going to do power yoga, so it's moving a little bit faster. If you start to feel lightheaded or like, I need to stop for a second, okay? Pay attention to your body. And a lot of people just, I don't know if it was just a thing that everybody was like, oh, I love hot yoga. Do you got hot yoga? There is certain like euphoria that could happen. It's this sort of like shift of energy, and I think that sometimes it's pushing past the boundary of I'm doing this, it's hot, I'm going to get through this class kind of thing, you know. So go ahead and stand up. The sweat too. Let's take a couple of breaths. Take your legs wide too. Hands are going to be in prayer. Kind of setting our mind for the upcoming practice, maybe your intention for anything that you're trying to accomplish through this practice. And if anything, just taking a few conscious breaths to start building on a practice of breath work. Open your eyes, bring your hands above your head. So we're going to warm up the knees a little bit. So squat down just a little bit to start working on the knees. So the arms are coming up above the head in sort of this plie motion. And when you come to the top, make sure you're lifting and dropping. So you're open up the back side of the body, around the shoulders. And we're going to come all the way down to where our hands are on top of our knees. Let your butt fall down. Stretch the inner thigh. If you want to, you can kind of move a little bit side to side. Lift up, take a forward fold, wide-legged. Release the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Rolling back up. Left arm comes up. You're going to lean over to the side. Try to keep your body up nice and tall. And you're reaching across your body. Expanding the ribs, the armpit. Going to the right side, same thing. Try to reach across as far as you can to the other side. One more time, left side. Or left arm. Taking the right arm across. This might be a good time to notice how differently your hips might feel in the stretches. And all the way back down, wide-legged forward fold. If you want to, you can take the arms through, reaching a little bit further back. And remember to try to let go of the tension or tightness that you might have in your upper back. So dropping the shoulders down. Coming all the way back up. We're going to turn. You guys can turn and face me. We're going to move through sort of a sun salutation. So lifting the arms up. And we're going to move faster through this. So arms up, swan dive, forward fold. Step back, down dog. Shift over into plank. So we're holding about a breath or two for each one of these. Lower all the way down, upward dog. Child's pose. Down dog. Right leg comes forward. So we have this high lunge. You have a couple options. You can hang up here high, or you can drop the knee down, whichever one feels better. Switch to the other leg. Same thing. Step up into mountain or Tadasana. And then we're going to switch it to just a few different poses, like 2 or 3, so we can move a little bit faster. So it's forward fold, walk the hands out, down dog, shift to plank, upward dog, down dog, and then walk the feet back up. So I want you to move through this on your own pace. I'll just keep calling out the poses. So lifting the arms up, swan dive, forward fold, down dog, plank, upward dog, down dog, start it all back over again. Forward fold, down dog, shift to plank, upward dog, down dog, now I want you to do 2 more rounds on your own, just listening to your breath and your body. As fast or as slow as you need to go. We'll meet here in Tadasana, hands in prayer. Take a second to notice how your body feels. We're going to forward fold all the way back into that down dog. This time we're going to move our knees alternately, but we're going to lift up the leg and then bring the knee in. And then you switch sides. Lift up and bring the knee in. These are at your own pace. Take it all the way down, extended child's pose. Lift up to where you're sort of got these what we call spider fingers. And what I want you to do is sort of move your spine forward and back. Making sure to drop the head. This is sort of a modified cat-cow. Come back into neutral. Thread the needle, so taking the right arm under the left, laying on the back side of the shoulder. Making sure to rest the head down. Breathe into the back, into that shoulder. Lifting up, switching sides. Same thing. Coming back up to our knees. So you're standing on your knees. Just going to take the hands on the back of your legs. This is like sort of a small movement. So you're just going to lift your chin up and bring your hands down. That's it. So it's not big. Pushing the hips forward. And then we'll hold the next one that you come to when you're leaning back. So you could stay here, or you can take one hand to the right heel and lift the other arm up. Bring yourself up slowly, and then either go back into the regular camel pose or take the left heel. All the way back up. Take that child's pose. Come back up through tabletop. You're going to walk your knees through. And find your balance on your butt. So this is the starting point. You can reach behind your legs or hold your knees. If you feel like that's easy, you can put your arms out. We're just holding. Focus on squeezing the lower abdomen. If you want to take it even further, you can kind of pump the hands. And we release, drop the feet down, drop your body through your legs. Coming back up, you'll lay back. Grab your knees, and what I want you to do is sort of rock forward through your legs, and then go as far back as you can with the roll. This is working on trying to go into plow pose. Feel weird? Yeah, so the goal is to try to get to this one. Wow. And that's actually how I learned how to get into it, was kind of rolling myself over. But it's good for building the heart rate too. Massaging the back. Okay. All right. Now we're going to lay all the way back. Taking bridge pose. So this is moving bridge. So So we're lifting and squeezing, and you try to lift up as high as you can on your shoulders. And when you come down, press your SI joint or your like low back into the floor, and then bring the knees up. Make sure to squeeze your glutes when you get to the top. The next time you're all the way up, hold and squeeze and try to lift yourself up as high as you can. Lower all the way down, bring the knees in, squeeze them into your chest. And then roll yourself back up. We're going to go all the way onto our knees again, but just as a transition. Now you could stay here if you want to. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I don't like push-ups, so this is my alternative version to this. So it's shoulder tap. So basically you're just tapping your shoulder. So the alternative version is on your knees. So if you choose to do this kind of variety of yoga, like a power version, I always try to do like as many as I can, and then one more or two more. Bring the knees down, take child's pose. Back up. So as y'all notice, since y'all are being with me more often, we're going to start building things and doing more poses that I know that you guys can handle. So this is a side plank. All right, so you can use your palm or your forearm, whichever feels better. Stacking the feet and just try to get into it. I know it's hard at first. Like I said, you can use your forearm if you need to. That's a little bit more stable for people sometimes. We have to challenge ourselves a little bit, right? So this is core and shoulders. Try to do it a couple of times, even if you're just barely getting into it. How's that feeling, y'all? We're gonna go to the other side. Whew. I'm definitely sweating. So same thing, try to do it a couple of times. So a lot of times what gets forgotten about when we're working out, like it happens automatically, like the abdomen and all the muscles, the obliques and all that get worked out. Lower abs, but the focus gets lost. Okay, one more weird one. Back on your knees. You better balance on your left hand and you're gonna lift your right foot up and just reach back and grab it. Switch sides. Yeah, this one gets the chest and the psoas, and the hip flexors. Whew. Come on down to your butt. Whew. Take the legs wide. Try not to, oh, you are far enough, you're not gonna hit each other. Take a breath. And as you breathe in, you're trying to lengthen the spine. Your hands are gonna be on your legs, and we're gonna reach out both arms towards our ankles as we go down. So exhale. Slide down as far as you can go. The head's gonna stay up. Come on back up. Bring the feet in. You could sit easy pose or cross-legged. Alternating shoulder rolls back. Try to move your whole torso with these. So if you need to incorporate the elbows, you can do that. And then move your neck and head along with this. Back to the middle, twist to the right. So bringing that left hand across, Use your backhand sort of as a kickstand to keep you up nice and tall. Look over that shoulder. You're trying to let your eyes go all the way back. Switch sides. Back to the middle. Arms come up. Behind the head, just push the elbows back. Alternately taking the elbows up. Back to the middle. Let's take the head over to the right, drop the left arm down. Just bringing your right ear to your right shoulder. That left arm is out long, so you get that stretch along the side of the neck. You can also bring your head slowly forward, keeping the same angle, so the head is still over to the right, but you're just moving it up and down. Maybe you discover some muscles that are tight. Changing to the other side, so right arm comes out, taking the head over to the left. And then if you want, moving the head a little bit forward. And back. Then take yourself all the way flat to the ground. Let's take our right foot to our left knee. Just let your legs fall over to the right. So stretching that IT. Now, just letting the legs go over to the other side. You can choose to grab that side of your thigh if you want and pull down a little bit further. Rolling back to the middle. Let's go for the other side. So left foot hooks that right knee. And just let your legs fall over. Your shoulders are flat. Rolling the hips to the other side, grabbing that left side of the leg if you want. Rolling back to the middle, both feet are planted, your knees are up, back is flat. You're just gonna rock your knees side to side. And then take your legs out nice and long. Get yourself ready for meditation. I'm going to give you some essential oil. No, there you go. Grab your eye pillows. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Take a few inhales and exhales as you start to settle your body down. So today's practice was about challenging yourself a little bit more than you would normally. Pushing your boundaries just a little bit past your comfort level. And using good stress, stressing the body out a little bit. Is good for building muscle, lengthening muscles and tendons, but also moving blood and oxygen through the body. Just building on our wellness. So just for a moment, I want you to think about the amount of stress that you have. To sort of label good stress, bad stress, this is too much stress, this is not enough stress. Because good stress can help us push past a point. So even on a mental capacity, good stress can push us to be more motivated or work harder on a project. Too much stress will push us to the point where we're burnout or overwhelmed. What is the balance of stress in your life? What areas can you adjust? Sort of like when you're pushing too hard on something or really hyper focused on it, but you're not getting anywhere because you're too focused on it. So you have to take a step back and breathe, or pause, step away from the project. This could be even in a relationship sense. Maybe you're too focused on someone else and not enough on yourself. Just take a few moments to breathe into that space. Listen to your higher self. Your intuition knows what's best. It's just sometimes we don't listen. Listen to the signals or pay attention to them. What is your body, your mind? What is it telling you? And how can you make adjustments in your life? Physically, mentally, spiritually. Maybe you can add a practice of breath work or prayer or meditation more often. Maybe you can spend time working on your self-worth. Or you can just let Source, the universe, do its part. And take action on things, set things in motion, and then kind of step back and watch the magic happen. Continuing to breathe and relax your body. Dropping into this expansion of consciousness. Watching your thoughts as if they're waves floating in front of you. And then returning to the breath. Allow yourself to stay here for a couple more minutes. And then slowly bringing yourself up. Maybe taking a few more breaths. Hopefully you were able to identify some things. If not, you got a good meditation. I know, I had a fly earlier too. Yeah, I don't mind them as long as they're not on my face. I kept having one like on my face. Bye, see you later. Are you noticing any differences in your mind or just your body?
My body and my your mind too, mind everything. Both? Yeah. And I keep hearing it from, I have an elder nurse takes care of my daughter. And she's like, I don't know what you're doing, baby, but she's like, keep doing it. And a nurse takes care of my daughter right now. And today she told me, she's like, I don't know what you're doing. She's like, just keep doing it. She's so happy for me. And then my big thing was I haven't cleaned my bathroom. My house stays clean, right? But my bathroom, I'm just makeup everywhere. It's been like that for like maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
And finally I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. Picking it up. And finally I picked it up and I was like, man, I have it down.
Yeah.